Have you ever thought about how much of our lives are ruled by habits, both good and bad? Welcome to the world of atomic habits, a world where tiny, incremental changes hold the power to transform lives. Imagine a single atom. It's small, almost inconsequential. But when atoms come together, they form the building blocks of everything in the universe. That's the fundamental principle behind atomic habits. These are minute, daily practices, almost imperceptible, yet when accumulated over time, they compound to create significant outcomes. Let's delve into this transformative guide by James Clear. He takes us on a fascinating journey, exploring the power of habits and how they shape our lives. It's not about making massive, sweeping changes. It's about making small adjustments consistently every day. It's about understanding that every choice, no matter how small, is a step towards becoming who we want to be. Consider this. If you improve by just 1% every day, what would that look like a year from now? Astonishingly, it would mean you would be 37 times better than when you started. That's the power of compounding. It's not about overnight success. It's about steady, incremental growth that leads to remarkable results. We often underestimate the power of these small changes. We think they don't matter, but they do. A single decision might not seem significant in the moment, but when repeated over time, it becomes a habit. And these habits, whether they are good or bad, shape our lives. So the question is, how can we harness this power? How can we cultivate good habits and discard the bad ones? This is where the concept of atomic habits comes in. By understanding and applying this concept, we can design a system where good habits become inevitable and bad habits become impossible. The power of habits is undeniable, and Atomic Habits by James Clear provides a profound understanding of this power. Embrace the power of atomic habits and watch your life transform one small change at a time. So, how can we harness the power of habits to our advantage? Well, let's dive into the 4 laws of behavior change as outlined by James Clear in Atomic Habits. These laws aren't just theories. They're practical, actionable strategies that can help us make good habits inevitable and break the bad ones. First up, we have make it obvious. This law is all about clarity. It's about knowing what you need to do and when you need to do it. By setting specific intentions, you're more likely to follow through. It's like setting a reminder to drink water every hour. It's a tiny change, but when you make it obvious and consistent, it can lead to a healthier habit. The second law is to make it attractive. This is all about making the habit so appealing that you actually want to do it. This could be as simple as pairing a habit you need to do with one you want to do. Say, listen to your favorite podcast while you're cleaning up. That way, you're more likely to pick up that broom and get to work. Next, we have make it easy. The easier a habit is, the more likely you are to do it. It's about reducing friction and creating an environment where the good habits are the path of least resistance. So, for example, if you want to start a reading habit, keep a book by your bedside table. You're more likely to reach for it when it's within arm's length. And finally, we have make it satisfying. This law emphasizes the importance of immediate rewards. If a habit is satisfying, you'll want to repeat it. So give yourself a pat on the back when you finish that book or complete a workout. It's all about celebrating those small wins. These 4 laws, making it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, provide a simple yet effective framework for habit formation. They're not just about changing what you do, but fundamentally reshaping how you do things. By applying these 4 laws, we can design a system that makes good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. Where should our focus be? On the goals we want to achieve, or the systems that get us there? One of the pivotal lessons from Atomic Habits is the idea that we should shift our focus from goals to systems. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly does this mean? Well, goals are the end results we desire. They're the shiny trophies, the finish lines, the summits of our personal mountains. They're important, no doubt, but they are not always within our control. On the other hand, systems are the processes or routines that lead us towards those goals. They are the small daily actions that, when added up, bring us closer to those shiny trophies. Picture this scenario. 2 people decide to run a marathon. They both have the same goal to cross the finish line. One person focuses solely on that goal, obsessing over the finish line but neglecting the daily training. The other person, however, concentrates on their system, The daily runs, the diet, the rest. Who do you think is more likely to reach the finish line and even continue running long after the marathon? That's right, the person who focused on the system. They have not only trained their body, but also cultivated a habit, a routine. They have created a system that will continue to yield results, even after the goal has been achieved. In focusing on systems, we embrace a journey of continuous improvement. It's not about reaching a destination and then stopping. It's about moving forward, always. Because when we improve our systems, we improve ourselves. We make lasting changes that compound over time, leading to substantial outcomes. So think about your own life. What systems can you implement to help you achieve your goals? Remember, these don't have to be drastic changes. Small atomic habits can lead to remarkable growth. By honing our systems, we can make lasting changes and achieve continuous improvement. What if our habits could become part of who we are? This question brings us to the heart of what James Clear calls identity-based habits, a concept that's as intriguing as it is transformative. It's about more than just performing an action repeatedly until it becomes second nature. It's about changing the way we see ourselves, and in doing so, changing our habits at their core. Identity-based habits hinge on the idea that for habits to truly stick, they need to become intertwined with our sense of self. They need to be part of who we are, not just what we do. It's not enough to simply want to exercise more, for example. We need to see ourselves as the kind of person who exercises regularly. We need to believe it. But how do we do that? How do we go from wanting to do something to believing we are someone who does that thing? Clear suggests it starts with small wins. Small wins are those manageable tasks that we can accomplish easily, that give us a sense of achievement and progress. Imagine you want to become a runner. Instead of setting a goal to run a marathon in 6 months, which might feel daunting and unachievable, start by running for just 5 minutes a day. That's a small win. It's achievable, and every time you do it, you're proving to yourself that you are a runner. Over time, these small wins add up. They compound, just like atomic habits, and slowly but surely, they begin to change your self-perception. You're not just someone who runs, you're a runner. And because that's part of your identity, running becomes a habit that sticks. This is the power of identity-based habits. They're about more than just ticking boxes or meeting goals. They're about transformation, about becoming the version of ourselves we want to be. It's not just about what we want to accomplish, but who we wish to become. Are you ready to harness the power of atomic habits? It's time to embrace the potential of small, consistent actions. And there's no better guide than James Clear's Atomic Habits. This book is not just a collection of theories, but a beacon of actionable strategies backed by scientific research and real-life examples. Here's what you'll discover: the profound significance of tiny but mighty habits, a simple set of rules to create good habits and break bad ones, the importance of focusing on systems rather than goals, and the transformative power of identity-based habits. Atomic Habits is more than a book. It's a journey to personal development and success. A journey that begins with a single step, or in this case, a single page. So why wait? Embark on this journey today. Dive into the pages of Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits is your guide to personal transformation, one small but mighty habit at a time.